So in my last video, I promised you I would be teaching you the vaginal whipping skill. And so far I've been teaching you these two milking and whipping skills as they relate to each other, because both are, of course, moves from the art of vaginal gymnastics, which is basically the practice of mastering your pelvic floor muscles to enhance your sensations during SEX. And yes, if you have a male partner, they're going to love it too. But whipping in itself is like the advanced version of squeezing. Most basic moves in vaginal gymnastics are contracting or kegling and squeezing. And the difference between the two is that they happen across different planes of motion. I'm going to show this drawing just one last time. So the transverse plane of motion is the vertical axis of the vagina, every move that happens from the entrance to the top in a vertical fashion. And then the frontal plane of motion happens in the lateral walls of the vagina. So it involves the right and left side walls. So squeezing means closing the vagina, and contracting or kegling means shortening the vagina. Okay, so now, whipping is the advanced version of squeezing, such as like milking is the advanced version of contracting or kegling. How do you whip? Okay, first of all, you need to master the squeeze. So you need to master squeezing or pressing your lateral walls together to close the vaginal canal, to narrow the vaginal canal horizontally. And I have many videos on this, so check out this channel, because I do a lot of videos on like squeezing specifically, because it is one of the hardest moves to master, just because we contract or we kegel quite normally throughout our lives. We do it when we're holding in our pee, we do it sometimes when we do a deep squats, we contract our pelvic floor muscles as well, we contract when we have an orgasm, but squeezing is much more subtle. So once you master squeezing, check out those videos for that, or get the book, or read all the different free articles and content that we have on this. Once you master squeezing, you want to master squeezing in different vertical levels up. And that's why milking is useful for you to know. Once you're able to milk, you're able to develop all of these different vertical levels. And I spoke about how this happens in my last video through a process called cortical remapping. Basically, the more you train a muscle, the better your brain gets at identifying all its tiny different regions of movement. So you're going to clearly identify three different vertical levels. So the entrance of the vagina, the middle of the vagina, and the top of the vagina next to the cervix. Now, whipping essentially means being able to squeeze the entrance, then squeeze the middle, then squeeze the top, and doing it in a smooth fashion. So you squeeze, 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 and then you're able to basically do this movement with your vaginal lateral walls. So that's what whipping is, whereas milking is contracting all the way up and releasing all the way down slowly. And generally you want to do this as your partner goes in and out of you in sort of like a choreographed way. So anyway, check out this channel for more videos and tutorials on vaginal gymnastics.